Hello, everybody. Welcome to the actual episode 69 of Rise of the Star-Lords. I've just been informed, that I should not have called it negotiations. I should have just called it nice.
I told you this the last time you tried to name an episode 69 and you didn't listen to it either.
Yeah, well, that episode 69 was the second one-shot for Monster of the Week. It wasn't the real 69, and yes, my naming sense is awful. We do have an icebreaker question. It is courtesy
Or like
of...
a icebreaker twist.
God damn it.
It is courtesy of Ghost, and their listed pronouns for this question was required item surrounded by asterisks. Since the start of this AP, what is your greatest regret?
Easy. It's not playing more.
Well, remember, these questions are aimed at your characters, so... Tom looked the most terrified. How about Tom and Jacinto?
Yeah, that definitely wasn't a signal that I needed time to think about this question. So, Jacinto's greatest regret is... I'll probably throw it back to all the way at the beginning when Rackus went his own way. Jacinto's brother Rackus, formerly played by Sun. So Jacinto regrets that his brother is not here with him to sort of face these challenges together.
That makes a lot of sense. What about Lahan, Nick?
Ah, doesn't have any regrets. She is being a pure logic. But, I suppose what?
She's an inevitable? And
Working on it. You've become an inevitable, right? I guess, though, if I had to pick something, not asking where Finn was going, when he decided to wander off last time we were at Sandpoint.
Sure.
We haven't seen him in months.
True. What about Ava, Leif?
Ava really regrets the whole bit with the cursed weapon and the way things could have gone. She still has nightmares about that sometimes.
She regrets not just giving in to the curse and allowing it to completely take over.
Regrets not allowing it to fully consume her and really gaining the true power it was promising. That's definitely what I meant.
100%. I agree. That she would have become what she most respects. She would have become a Ren Crota eventually. It's fine.
Of course, not a problem. Not a problem at all.
a Ren Crota from a curse deck?
There was a whole physical transformation. I was looking up corruption, and some of them actually were like, if she dies, she could have basically xenomorph birthed a Ren Crota out into the world.
Not terrifying at all.
That was not an ally to her companions. So just in the middle of a fight, if Ava dropped, boom, dinosaur. Space dinosaur. And what about Comrade?
Yeah, so Nick stole my idea, even though we never actually communicated anything at all. Is he really has had no regrets. I mean, he's been living his best life. He's been going from planet to planet, running around in his jetpack, eating anything and everything he can find. This is all that he wants from being alive. He is having a wonderful time.
See,
maybe trying to eat Macmillian. I think he tasted really bad, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you did kind of, I think, eat his face.
Yeah. Metaphorically eat his face next time. Not literally, but no, he's been having a wonderful time.
Just you talking about the jetpack, I just had this image flash through my head. If we had ever done a Christmas special, you could have jetpack quadrupedal ran across the sky leading a sled taking presents to children all across Sandpoint. Instead of having a rainbow, instead of having a red glowing nose, you could have just been like, it would be like a streak of rainbow. It would have been glorious.
It could still be glorious. We're almost back to Christmas, Chet.
Yes.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Ava as just a evil, not truly evil, just a terrifying Santa. Were you a good child? Here's a murder axe. Were you a bad child? Here's a stuffed animal.
Here's also a murder axe. I just love giving away murder axes.
It's just coming at you from a different direction.
That reminds me of an ad I saw for a Christmas, like a Santa Claus movie featuring the guy who played Hopper on Stranger Things.
I was just about to bring that up.
Legitimately excited about that movie. Legit want to see that in theaters. It looks really funny.
It'll be our, I want to say our first action Christmas movie since Die Hard.
No. There is. See, that movie made me super excited because it's very reminiscent of another movie. The other movie, though, Santa is the bad guy, played by Goldberg, and it's called Santa's Sleigh. And Santa in this movie is actually the Antichrist. And many thousands of years ago, an angel had to defeat the Antichrist in curling and bound him to be Santa for thousands of years. And like the whole movie takes place when the time's up and he can cut loose again.
My God.
Is that not a horror movie though? Technically,
it's got so much action in it, and it has zero horror to it, Leif.
Oh no, fair enough. I've never seen it. I just felt like I needed to ask. It sounded like one of the many because we have lots of Christmas horror movies.
Yeah, Fran Drescher makes an appearance in it too,
movies.
which is always good. But anyway, we have not played in nearly 2 months, so any chance of me remembering that voice is out the window because I'm real bad at it from week to week anyway. We left off with, oh gosh, what is this absurd person's name? It starts with a G, Gukok.
That's a terrible name.
Oh my God.
Your mother didn't love you, did she?
Yuka featured in episode.
Well, it's more like Gukak, but you can't help but just say Gukok.
I mean,
oh my God. You just did, yeah. But like...
No, but it's funnier to call him Gukok.
Okay, it is funnier to call him Gukok, that's true.
I want you guys to try and keep straight faces while you're negotiating with this person. Knowing that they're like, hey, by the way, my name is Gukok. So they walk into this meeting. They left some men outside, like at the outside. I think it was like a back alley and like the the more repaired sections of the station, because there was like a section that was leveled and they were trying to rebuild it, and it was sort of a shanty town. And you got them to come off to a little bit of a remote aside, like an alley or something, and they left a couple people. Couple giants. There are people. They're just very large people at the mouth of the alley while they came back to meet you, and we left off with Jacinto opening their third eye and looking at him and seeing that instead of being like a 15-foot tall lunar giant, they were like a 7-foot tall Oni surrounded by like an illusory shell.
Yeah.
They look upon you, and I believe Ava is laying in wait to do a murder in case things turn unpleasant. I believe Ava was on a rooftop.
That sounds in character.
Yeah, I believe Ava's on a rooftop somewhere, just getting ready to do a murder at the slightest provocation.
That sounds about right. Although if I'm supposed to see a map, I don't see a map.
Did I not put you guys? Like, I do not have. Yeah, we just have the station map. The
Okay.
book did not give me a plethora of maps, so there is the station map. If we have combat, it will probably be Theater of Mind.
It's more of a conceptual rooftop then.
Yes, it is. Here, I will show people, because there's at least one people.
Rooftop.
Yeah, there's at least one people watching with us. I will show them the map that we are working with.
Yes, indeed. Hi, Doge. You are people.
You are people, dude.
Congratulations, if you weren't aware already.
They walk down the alley and they look upon the three of you that they can see. I believe they were unaware of Ava. Ava successfully did a hide. And they're like, you wanted to see me. The great Gewcock.
Yeah, hi. My name is Jacinto. Jacinto the Wise, if we're adding titles to our names. With me are my friends Artania and Lahan and Roar.
Roar grumbles.
Han gives a serious nod, very serious.
They nod back very seriously, and you see it in stereo, Jacinto. There's the giant, semi-transparent, illusory head, and then there's the actual face. Like, awkwardly bent because they're trying to make the face up here mimic what they're doing down here, so they're, like, looking at your feet down here, but the head up there is looking at you, and...
Okay, so for my image then, they are, in fact, like a medium Oni, projecting or like hidden inside of a large or huge giant.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. That makes more sense. All right. Jacinto will say, I think we can dispense with the illusions. Yes.
See, I feel like eyes would go wide and they would take a step back in apprehension at that.
So out of character, like, is that something you want to like hold in reserve or something?
See, I was thinking I might want to hold it in reserve, but at the same time, it's also one of those like, Kronk, I know more than you think I know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's a power move. Like, hey, I see through your little disguise. Although, is this guy with other giants?
There are two, but they're at the mouth of the alley. Like, he brought them so they're within, like, he could call out to them. Not necessarily so they could overhear what's being talked about.
Okay. Then, after getting the reaction that he was looking for, Jacinto will say, though, maybe it's best that you keep your appearances up right now, for the benefit of your followers. I don't know whether they know what you really are.
I think he looks at you, and again, there's that sort of double vision, and he's like, I don't think we need to talk about that. And he does the Jedi mind nudge. And I need you to make a will saving throw, Jacinto.
Oh,
I know you're super good at it.
Yeah. Oh, do I want to make a will save or do I want to usurp his spell? Because that's a lot.
Just turn it back around on him.
Yeah.
That would be pretty great.
I think I'm just gonna style on this guy. I'm just gonna burn a 4th level spell slot for this. So I'm
Jacinto, half a foot tall, T-posing in front of somebody who appears to be 12 feet. Yes, assert your dominance, Jacinto.
You override
so I'm gonna make a dispel check, D20 plus my caster level, which is higher than normal because of a few factors.
Just one or two.
Say it again.
Just one or two.
Yeah, I have desert-lined armor, and I have a pearly white spindle, both of which raise my caster level by 1. Okay.
Let me know if you need me to shoot him so that, so you can ignore spell resistance.
Yes, I will. That is a 36.
You,
11 plus casters
yeah, you super succeed.
level. Jacinto just waves his hand with the Aeon gauge on it when he feels these mystical energies.
So he now needs
him.
to make a saving throw against his own spell and his own spell DC, I believe, right?
If I
Yeah.
succeed, I determine the spell's parameters as if I had cast it. Spell has no effect on artifacts or deities. Assuming he's neither of those, yes, Jacinto will just sort of like bounce it back at him. What spell is it?
It is a charm person with some with some stank on it.
Ooh, good. An Overlord Mystic for chance.
Beautiful.
Good. All right, yeah. I'm gonna hit this guy with his own medicine. Charm person.
I forgot you had this spell.
I love usurp spell. It's such a ridiculous spell.
So yeah, I'll make that
Especially in
saving
this
throw.
specific scenario.
To be fair, there's a very good chance they make the save and then they're unaware of the fact that the spell's been used against them because of their Overlord Mystic bullshit. But they could roll awful. There is that chance. Now, do you want to give me the honor of rolling the dice, or would you like to put it in your own hands, Tom?
Oh, I'll let you roll the die.
Okay. I do have to roll very low. I have to roll a 2 or less. Because giants have absurd wills in Starfinder.
Weird. Any fails?
Roll the one, didn't you?
Another one.
A natural 1.
Oh my goodness.
Well, this just got
Well.
easier.
Yeah.
He is now your best friend. And he will be for the next 14 hours.
Alright.
Listen things to the rest of the party. Man, this guy just handed himself to us on a silver platter.
That was a power move. I was wrong.
I was
You're
right.
right.
Beautiful.
All right. What's his name? Gar
Gukok.
Geekog.
Gukok. All right, Gukok. So we're gonna need to know all of your operations around here and how much of a force you have stored up so far. 'Cause we have some business with the Rune Lord, Star Lord.
Sure. Anything for you, my very good friend, Jacinto.
Jacinto nods his head graciously.
I have a little bit over 100 giants on my side. We're like-minded individuals. We don't really believe in what the Star-Lords... We don't want to deal with the Star-Lord. We want to leave, but there's so many others that are very blindly following any suggestion that his apprentices make from on high that they're not going to let us go very easily.
Wait, apprentices from on high, you say? What do these apprentices look like? You know, we're pretty good at convincing people of things.
Don't say.
I actually don't think he'd even have know what they look like. I think it would be one of those things where they do the Wizard of Oz thing, you know?
Oh, you better! Tell us more about the Wizard of Oz thing that they do.
You know, they have an abstract hologram and they speak in booming voices across the city, I think is probably what happens. Proclamations
nice.
from on high.
Oh man, we can pull that off.
Oh yeah, for sure. Between my charisma and your tech wizardry.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice. Okay, so we're gonna make a large hologram that in a booming voice just tells everyone to leave and let us walk into the city.
what I was coming here for was to hopefully, meet you, find out who was trying to talk to me, and what I was gonna angle for was I was gonna see if I could get some sort of a distraction going so that my people and I could just leave. But I needed someone to distract the other giants.
Well, we can be pretty distracting. What would you be able to do for us if we distracted them and left? Because right now it sounds like we'd sort of be acting out of the goodness of our own hearts, which is generally something that I don't have a problem doing. But we came here because we need to kill the Star-Lord. We need to stop him.
For Sandpoint.
For Sandpoint. You understand, our home. Anything you can do to help us with that before you skedaddle would be great.
Well, I mean, I could have my followers create some sort of a distraction for you, and in that, maybe, like, I could just get away. And you could go deeper. That's fine.
Yeah.
So really, you don't want to get your followers out. You just want to get yourself out?
I mean, I would like to get my followers out with me because then, you know, I have followers. But for my best friend Jacinto here, I'm willing to sacrifice my followers. You can see how much he cares about them.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, I don't like this guy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, reminder, like, Charm Person won't make him do things that he wouldn't normally do, so this is just showing us that this guy's a real jerk.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised though.
Yeah, that's fair. He is an Oni. So, alright, yeah. We would love a distraction, and then...
Sure. And if my followers tried hard enough and riled up the other giants enough, maybe the rune giants would even come and get involved in the suppression of the rebellion.
Oh, and the more of those that you could take down, the better, because they are very tough, from what I hear.
I will say that I don't think anything anything going on with that nonsense. I don't think that's going to distract your biggest problem, though. There is...
I guess the dragon.
Yeah, there's a super old blue dragon. Like, very old. Was here probably as the station fell into the state it's in now. Just been hanging out ever since, accepting tribute and whatnot.
What kind of tribute are we talking about?
I mean, it's a dragon, and this is a city of gold. Did you look at the main highway? It was just set in gemstones.
Fair.
Yeah, very pretty.
I mean, it used to be set in gemstones. They've been peeled away over the years. There's still some.
So, please give me some backstory about you. Like, why are you here, and why do you want to escape?
And then he looks at Jacinto.
Yeah, go on, Yukok. You can. He is my trusted friend and advisor.
Tell the bear what he wants to know.
Yeah.
Well,
the player, am curious about the backstory.
well, in my youth, I discovered I had a knack for convincing people to do things for me, whether they really wanted to or not. So I leveraged that to my benefit. I never really asked them to do anything that actively would hurt them, because they didn't seem to listen to those suggestions very well. And I sort of wormed my way into a tribe of giants. Things were going well, and then all of a sudden, Star-Lord came out of nowhere, scooped everyone up, raised this big fervor, and I got dragged along with it. Didn't want to come, but I also didn't want to, I didn't want people to, get mad at me if I just abandoned this Star-Lord, and so I just kind of... I've been stuck. And he just kind of slumps his shoulders.
And where are you from? How did you find yourself here as an Oni?
Oh, you know, ways and places. People get mad at me after a while, usually, and then I run. This tribe of giants that I wormed my way into, they kind of raided my ship. Disguised myself. He's whispering that disguised myself. Made them think I was one of them.
Yeah.
Convinced them that I was super awesome like I am.
I mean, big same. So, all right. Well, then, Yukok, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
You're the best friend I've ever had.
That's right. Mentally, man, I feel really bad about this. This is why I don't normally charm person, because like, it's wrong. It's fake. But
Yeah.
like,
It's a little bit creepy.
it is. It always struck me as a creepy spell. But
Still can't believe that.
He did. He
Here we
did try it first. So.
I still can't believe that happened.
it's pretty great.
I am so here for it, but that's great.
It is simultaneously that it's like unbelievable, but also par for the course.
Yeah.
For this party.
I just completely forgot you had that spell.
You wouldn't know that I had that spell.
He wouldn't have known it, but I completely forgot. So when you did it, it surprised me, you know?
No reverse.
Is your material component?
Yes. Yeah. And Uno reverse. A space Uno reverse card.
Spudo.
Yes. Best 4th level spell slot ever. So then we will plan with him to cause a distraction, you know. Hey, how do you start a prison fight? Prison fight! And he lifts a giant up and throws him at another giant.
And then he runs away while the other giants fight. And we sneak further in.
Doesn't that make you mad? You know, usually it would, but I've really been working on myself lately.
Thank you for getting my Avatar reference, Lee.
Yeah, and the
One of
thing
my
is,
favorite parts of book 3.
Yeah.
And the thing is it's not like he can order his followers to like go start a fight. What he's gonna do is order them to just be so annoying that the other giants react violently. And then that's just gonna...
Oh God.
Hey, what you doing? But why?
What?
But
Just
why?
why?
It's
Over.
like, hey, you should go over there and bump into that table. Hey, you should go over there and do this. Like, hey, you should go...
Go ask that guy why.
I need you to go sing What's New Pussycat 21 times in a row. Then one other song, your choice, then 21 more times, please. And that's how
I want to punch them.
Yeah, and then that's how a giant rebellion starts is all 100 giants are singing What's New Pussycat 21 times.
They're not
feel like
they're just having a great time.
I feel like I've heard this story before. Isn't this the theme of Alice's Restaurant, that one song?
I don't know.
It's a comedy, but I forget who
It's
does
a comedy
it,
bit. I can't remember who did it. But they like went into one of the old like jukebox restaurants and they put What's New Pussycat on.
It's by oh man, why am I spacing on the name now? It's a, believe it or not, a Thanksgiving tradition for my family to listen to that song.
Nice.
Weird.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice and also yes, weird.
Yeah.
It's a Thanksgiving song. Listen to it.
But,
anyways.
But like weird in a good way, not like ooh weird,
Yes.
you know. Like,
I'm woo woo weird. I have dibs.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys can arrange to have this happen at the most optimal time for you. If you are looking at this map here, you notice that there's some letters on the map, and I know that I gave you a little brief rundown of what those letters were 2 months ago. So I'll give you another brief rundown again. There, H is what's referred to as the Abominable Dome. J is referred to as the Tangle, a completely overgrown area full of probably monstrous plants. The Abominable Dome is the domain of a tribe of abominable snow people. There is also the Hapteric Locus, which is a old gladiatorial arena, which is K. Then there L.
You gotta have one, yeah.
What's up?
You gotta have one gladiatorial arena, yes.
Yep.
Are you even an ancient ruin if you don't?
Exactly.
Then L is something referred to as Vomark's Circus. M is referred to as the Solarium. O is the House of Divine Consumption. That is the Red Light District. Let's just say the Red Light District.
C, comment on the arena.
Not vampires. The Red Light District.
But consumption.
Yeah, I know. P is the Temple of the Sahedron. And Q would be the lair of the dragon. And as you can see, there is a main thoroughfare that it comes right along the edge of this. What is rubble in the Rise of the Rune Lords, but here is just slagged and melted hull panels from the space station that is sort of collapsed inward. There's that main thoroughfare, which has a fancy, it's the gem-filled road, and it goes all the way up, and then it sort of disappears. It kind of curves slightly more north, and it's probably a half mile from the dragon's lair. And the dragon's lair is positioned a little bit of an elevated position so that it can keep a very keen watch over that road. So if you were just to try and walk the road to the higher elevation, you would undoubtedly draw the dragon's attention.
And now that you mentioned the blue dragon, can we try to recall knowledge on blue dragons?
I think we did.
I believe you did.
I do see some pretty hefty mysticism checks up above, so I don't know.
Let me...
Should we try and convince this dragon that it should help us kill the Star Lord?
Can I charm this dragon?
I think you should try. Worst case scenario, we murder it. Right?
I would need charm monster, which I don't have.
You could also, you could talk to dragons, Tom.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a spell, you're right. My tongue, my gilded tongue is already met.
I'm sure we can figure out what the dragon really wants.
What it really wants.
Serving Star-Lord might not be its ultimate end goal, right? Maybe it wants to rule this place. Maybe we can operate the whole place.
This wizardry of understanding people's motivations.
The wizardry.
Just ask everybody what they want. What you want?
So what do you want? Okay.
What you want?
We can help with that. Probably.
What high-level adventurers? Can we give you what you want instead of murdering you? That's where you're like, man, we've been murdering everything for 18 levels.
And now...
Now we change our tune?
Yep.
Apropos of nothing, I'm just declaring out loud that Jacinto has cast Mind of 3, because it lasts rounds per level, so it lasts a whole day for me, basically.
What is Mind of 3?
I'm sorry. It's a contingency spell, effectively. You split your mind, retaining your normal consciousness, but gaining 2 other personas. These personas are nearly identical to your original personality, but each emphasize a different aspect of your personality your divided personas are aware of and can physically communicate with one another, allowing them to coordinate their efforts and assist each other. At any point during the spell's duration, I can focus the persona on assisting with a task, granting me one of the following abilities. Doesn't take an action, but causes that persona to merge. So basically, when I use a persona, I can do this twice. When I fail a saving throw against a mind-affecting effect, I can compartmentalize it into one persona and be unaffected. when I fail a mental skill check, I can reroll it. Or when I fail a caster level check, I can reroll it.
Also, there's the far more important thing. When you fail a saving throw against mind-affecting effects,
Yeah,
you can just oh, I didn't hear you say it. I'm so sorry.
But yeah, no, that is the general use of this spell. Is like, hopefully, I fail the mind-affecting effect, even though I have a plus 18 will save. Here we go.
It could happen.
It could. I mean, as we just saw, it does happen.
As we just saw.
Yeah.
As per my previous email.
That was. I'm not gonna lie. That Uno reverse you did is probably one of my favorite moments from playing this game.
Great. I'm glad to have provided you with joy.
We just skipped like 4 hours of content too.
I mean, that's your guys'. Yeah. That dealing with the giant camp could honestly be like a little mini campaign almost, depending on how nuts you want to be with it.
Sounds very Shadow of Mordor.
But so your goal is to create this riot, which this will go off. It will be a gargantuan riot. There's no way you won't be. There's no. Yeah. There's no way that you will not be able to sneak through in that chaos. I don't think it's necessary to make anyone roll for that. That just adds extra. It makes it a slog. Would you be beelining it for that dragon? Or would you be stopping off at any other location?
I feel like the dragon's the next big thing we've heard about.
Yeah. I'm cool with just going to the dragon.
Sure.
I don't want
So
that.
is there anything? Are we missing stuff? Like, is there good stuff for us to do in the meantime, or?
I mean, there's just random cards on the table. You go to any of these locations, there is very much, I guess, the potential for Jacinto to mind control or diplomancy someone, but there's also the potential for you to just murder a bunch of monsters and or people and take their stuff. That's basically what this slog across the city is.
Right.
And it's big enough that I don't like the Abominable Dome. Like, they're pretty insular and they stay inside there. So unless you go into the dome, literally like braving the lion in its den or the bear in its den, like, you can just walk right by them. The Tangle's secluded off on its own unless you want to go into a man-eating jungle. You don't have to go into a man-eating jungle.
We should probably not go into a man-eating jungle then.
Yeah, there's the big oddly well-preserved gladiatorial arena is there, but it appears to be empty as far as you can tell. You don't see anything moving around inside it, you know. Like, these are there for you to poke into if you want, but if you're like, no, we need to get to the Star-Lord, we know the dragon's going to be in the way, let's go deal with it, there's no reason that you can't do that.
Okay. So
like, that stuff is there to, like, be speaking in the back of the brain of completionists that want to kill everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think that's necessary.
Yeah, no.
I would very much like to kill everything. No, we're fine.
You would, Leif.
What the?
Listen. Just because I play a necromancer now doesn't mean I'm evil in like my core.
Okay, now it's necromancer. It was necromancer, but now it's necromancer.
Yeah.
There's quotes around it now.
Terrible.
You did it to yourself.
So, yeah, going in, I think as we get to the Dragon's Den, Jacinto will just go ahead and cast a Mass Mystical Aegis on us.
And this is another question I have for you. Do you want to go to its den, its home that it knows better than anything else because it's spent millennia living there? Or do you want to draw it out into, like, the open?
We confront the beast in its home.
Okay. Yep. Let's do it.
That's not an Ava voice. I wasn't trying to force us either. I was trying to initiate conversation.
I don't necessarily have a problem with fighting it in its home. Because, I mean, the alternative is we announce our presence outside, and then it has more time to prepare inside its home. It doesn't have to come out and fight us.
And they can fly around and stuff.
True. If we go to its home, we can also properly introduce ourselves and give it a chance to talk.
Yeah.
Hello, dragon. We've come to ask permission to pass through your territory peaceably. Of course, we'll fine.
We've come to parlay.
Oh.
I'm gonna play another paladin that talks like that one of these days.
Yeah.
Hello, citizen.
What?
I didn't do that.
Since we've made the checks already, remind me, what kind of energy type does Blue Dragons?
It is a-
Electricity, right?
Electric.
It is a
Okay.
blue dragon.
It's a Zappy boy.
Zappy boy.
Boy.
All right.
All right. Defrex. Yeah, Defrex hardiness. Okay. So here's what Jacinto cast before we go in. Everybody gets the benefits of Mass Mystical Aegis. Aegis?
Nice, Aegis.
I always said Aegis, but
Yeah. So you all have a +2 morale bonus to saving throws against spells, spell-like abilities, and supernatural abilities. While protected, you take half damage from these sources, as well as half damage from the attacks of summoned creatures. I don't think we're going to see the latter, but the former is definitely possible. If the target succeeds at a save against a spell that normally has a partial effect on a successful save, the spell instead has no effect on the target. So effectively, you have spell evasion.
Nice.
nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that.
Additionally, and that's also for supernatural abilities, like Dragon's Breath, maybe, I don't know. This barrier also gives you 45 temporary hit points.
Oh my god.
They deplete only when you take damage from a spell, spell-like ability, supernatural ability, or a summoned creature. So it's not going to tick down if you get hit by, like, its claw, for instance.
So you get spell evasion, and then you can only get killed by spells? Is that what I'm hearing?
No. So the shield doesn't do anything against claws.
Right.
So the temporary hit points will... everything else goes normally to your stamina and hit points. So, like, if it hits you with a claw, these temporary hit points will just be bypassed. But if it hits you with, a fireball, explosive blast, you will take half damage if you fail the reflex saving throw, and no damage if you make the reflex saving throw.
Yeah, I'm just curious though, at that point, you have temporary hit points, right? If you go down to 0, you don't die, I don't think, do you?
I don't know that. I would have to look into that.
It's a curious question.
I would rule as the GM that, like, temporary hit points are just that, temporary, so, like, they probably won't be life sustaining. But
you're getting hit points. It's essentially like a physical shield around you, right?
Because I mean,
think
that's how
that's the
force
idea.
fields work. Force fields are temporary
Yeah.
hit points, basically.
yeah,
There we go. Yeah, it's a anti-magic force field.
yep. And it's really
Very good.
It's another one of my favorite new spells. And then Jacinto will also go ahead and cast Defrex Hardiness on one person, so I don't feel like I'm cheesing too much. Ava,
Obviously,
Ava
Lamar.
was that an Ava wants that?
Yes.
All right, Ava,
I
you
mean-
can have a Defrex
What
Hardiness.
what is it?
That's DR 16 and Thorns 16.
Oh,
I think
no.
you already have DR.
I already have DR. I'm not gonna be greedy.
And if I want, I can cast it more during combat as well. But that is me. Oh, I've just frozen roll 20. That's unfortunate.
Oh no.
Well done.
So we go in a la Moana, clanging a shield in Tamatoa's den.
Hello,
So
Ava's time
you,
to shine.
You come up.
dragon.
You come up to
Anyone
this,
home?
You come up to this structure, and this structure has it's mostly in ruins. and it still has some of the signage and whatnot. This was a tax collector's office. Like it was a tax collector's. Like it was like their, all wealth comes here, gets processed, and then, as far as like physical currency and whatnot, and probably like their data servers and things.
Must have come here because it smells like money.
I was gonna say they collected too many taxes, attracted a dragon.
Yeah, that's the danger in collecting taxes. Collect enough, attracts dragons. Well-known pest.
They're just like in the middle of the ruins is this blue hill. Just this blue hill. It's pretty craggy, and you go up and you're like, hello, hello, hello. And a head rises up, and the hill shifts. This creature is colossal. And the head looks at you, and just because I want it to, it has a tiny little top hat on the top of its head, and it has a monocle. Yes.
Very good.
Hello. Who are you? Why are you bothering me?
You are more magnificent than the tales even told. My name is...
Yes. Tell me more.
Oh, I will. My name is Jacinto. I have Lahan and Rar and double checked mentally. Is Ava in sight, or is Ava trying to sneak?
Ava's in sight this time.
All right, and Ava and of course Artania. We are brave adventurers who have come seeking sights, and we heard tell of your beauty, your splendor, your resplendence even.
Yes, I am glorious. I'm also called Glorifax.
Oh, that's a good one. Jacinto laughs along. But very fitting at the same time. Now, we do have, we didn't come just for sights. Regrettably, this is something of a business trip as well as a pleasure trip. We seek to, seek an audience with the Star-Lord. Star-Lord Karzak?
Yeah, Karzak, yeah.
Nice. Good pull, Tom. Thanks, Tom.
Oh, that's very interesting. You're coming to meet him? Do you work for him? Because, unless you're part of the team, you really need to skedaddle.
Oh, we're part of the team.
Well, yes, we are part of the team, right, guys?
Absolutely, of course.
I think that you, Tom, should roll a bluff check.
I would like Jacinto to roll a bluff check instead of Tom.
Well, Tom is the
bluff check.
puppeteer.
Very bad.
The voice is beautiful. Go on.
All right, here comes bluff. That is a 43.
Well, let's see what Glorifax's sense motive says to that.
He can't turn it off. He's stuck in the voice now.
He's stuck in the voice.
I will be Glorifax forever now.
Get on a boat tour, just like
1 and 2 and 3. It's 3 licks to the center of the adventurer.
Oh no.
No, he definitely did not beat your bluff check. So he's like, oh really? I wasn't told this by anyone. I'm always the last to know. I'm going to have to send them an angry missive.
Don't be too hard on him. He's got, Star-Lord things to do and whatnot. Many, many busy things that keep him distracted, I'm sure.
Maybe you're just not very important.
We're gonna deliver your missive.
Don't actually say that.
100% expected a freaking dragon fight, and I did not prepare beyond it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Just lie and say the dragon sensed my motive. Dragons are ancient and wise.
Yes, alright. I am, Man, the thing is I don't want to take away from your role, Tom. That's the thing.
Jet, we can do so much more though. This isn't the Jacinto show. This is the, this is
Sure.
non-standard action.
Alright.
There's more than me.
So he believes you and he's like, alright, but, I am basically the guard to the upper level. I do need you to do the secret handshake.
Oh no, this is the secret handshake.
Yeah, the secret handshake.
And then Glorifax stands up to their full and impressive colossal size. And
Love the handshake, Tom. Love the handshake.
I will try to bluff the handshake. Yes, you put your right hand in, and you take your right hand out, and
just imagine the scale: a colossal blue dragon doing a secret handshake with someone who is 8 inches tall.
Yeah, no. The worst part is the end when they're supposed to bump fists and the dragon just obliterates Jacinto.
Oh no, the end is a booty bump. What are you talking about?
Same physics applies.
I mean-
goes flying.
Now, here's the thing, and I'm not just arguing because I like fighting. However, I don't think any amount of bluffing is going to get Jacinto to know the secret handshake.
Sure. And thanks for being willing to fight a dragon.
I love fighting dragons.
That's what we're here for, man.
Sure. I legitimately did not think that you were going to be able to outbluff a dragon. I just did not think that was going to happen. They're so good at sense motive.
High level adventures, man.
I know. Also,
Yeah.
if you do kill Glorifax, you're going to break Toric 00's heart. I'll tell you that now.
Oh, we can't break Toric's heart.
Or you're gonna have to look away, man.
You could knock him out. Punch to the jaw. All right, let's do this, little guy. And I think what's going to happen is instead of a bluff, make a reflex save. Let's see if you can survive unscathed attempting this secret handshake.
But that's my worst save.
Reflex.
You got to avoid this booty bump.
Not a fortitude save to endure the booty bump.
Oh, it's 26. I need to roll 7 on the die to get that number.
Yeah, you managed to deflect. Like, you managed to angle it such that the booty slides along you rather than hitting you full force. And Glorifax's back is to you guys temporarily. Not that says much. It's a dragon. It's got a big old bendy noodle neck. But I believe this would probably be time for some form of initiative. This is such a silly experience, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
We are all about silly experiences.
Yes.
Jacinto sings to everybody else. Now, shoot it! Stab it!
Also, just like to say, you never remember, man, that time I rolled a really high die this one time.
Yeah.
This is what's memorable. I didn't select my character because I'm a dumb.
Oh, word.
You're not a dumb. It's just been like 2 months since we played Starfighter.
So long.
It's fine. We'll just add you to the initiative thing.
Oh, I should have cast Battle Line Blink.
How long does it last?
Oh, minutes per level, just like the other 2 spells I cast.
Yeah. If you legitimately think Jacinto would have thought this is going to come down to fighting and would have cast it before getting too close, you can have done that. I'm not going to
That's why he would be casting Mass Mythical Aegis and Defrex Hardiness as well.
You have a
We're going to do it.
You don't have a guard.
So he will rank. He's going to link Ava and himself because Ava's very fast and Jacinto is not. That means So in fact, if you guys keep rolling initiative higher, Ava, take a +2 enhancement bonus to your initiative roll.
I've got plus 13. My gosh.
I picked oh god, what's it called? It's been so long I don't remember any of the soldier subclasses anymore.
Blitz.
The Blitz?
Blitz soldier, yeah.
Nice.
The one everybody picks?
Secondary blitz for
Yeah.
the movement and initiative bonus.
For the Blitz?
Plus improved initiative because that for some reason doesn't stack or does stack with the other plus
All
4.
So, Jacinto, you do manage to sort of glide off of the booty bump, and Glorifax back is to you, but they twist their head around and they look at you, and they narrow their eye, their monocled eye. I think their other eye is just looking at you normally. They narrow their monocled eye at you, and they're like, "You didn't follow through on the booty bump. You're not really on the team."
You got me.
I'm very disappointed, you adorable little plant boy.
Oh, Glorifax likes you. That could be dangerous for you, being as cool as you are.
Perhaps in a different life. Could have been friends.
There's a brief daydream, Glorifax and Jacinto and Artania running across the field. Just like laying in a field of flowers.
Glorifax running just like shakes the entire earth.
Yeah. The two of us keep falling over because Glorifax keeps shuddering the earth itself.
He just like leaves you so far behind because you just thump, 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 thump.
Single move action takes him about 200 feet.
Grar, how do you want to respond to Glorifax being like, "You're not really on the team"?
Looks left, looks right, chomp.
How uncouth! You're a barbarian.
Barbarian. No, I thought.
No, he's just so hilarious. Vanguard. That was hilarious.
Where's the button? I'm sorry. Yes. Let me cash thing it. It's been like 2 months or something. There it is.
Ooh.
So double chomp 27 and 36 against his armor class of the energy type.
Sure. The 36 will hit.
Okay.
And it is either acid or
Bludgeoning?
Bludgeoning. Yes, your bludgeoning claws. And it's 64 damage. Woo!
Chomp.
Actually, just a second. You are in an area of effect.
Okay.
Sorry, I've barely ever actually run combats with dragons, so I forgot about this.
The fear thing, huh?
When Glorifax is like, "You're not really on the team," a wave of oppressive psychic pressure descends upon the area as dragon fear and a frightful presence is unleashed upon all of you. It's a 230-foot radius.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay.
So I need to add 4 to this, 2 from my insight and 2 from Tom's one of Tom's buffs earlier.
I misread it. They have changed the way that this works. I am remembering this from 3.5. That's how long it's been since I've run a dragon thing. You're fine. It's part of an attack action on their part. Then they can trigger a dragon fear. I apologize.
Apology accepted.
So yeah, your second attack hits for 64 damage. Oh my!
Chomp.
Let me put the actual hit point total in for Glorifax and not the young a blue dragon, because that's not what they are. You do 64 on one hit. That is a lot. That's your turn. Ava,
my turn.
what would you like to do? Wow, you're so unfashionable. Your outfit is garish and crude.
Oh, she's gonna murder you now.
I don't know what that means, but I recognize an insult when I hear one. And Ava's gonna do a charge attack and fly up and punch her in the face twice.
You're punching? You're punching?
In the face.
You have some gauntlets now, that's right.
Yeah. Oh. The boost ability of a weapon. That's a move action you gotta use before you can actually boost, right?
I
It
believe
is,
so.
yeah.
What's the one that you can do as part of the attack?
I do not recall.
It's a good question.
A moment, please.
I think that's a feat. Isn't that the feat where it's like deadly aim, where you can take a penalty to the attack and then you increase it by X amount?
I mean, that sounds right.
Because I think Gus had deadly aim, because I don't think it was specific to ranged. Well, it's been a bit. Not gonna lie.
No, deadly aim is just you can take a -2 to add half your damage.
Yeah.
You can charge up a weapon with the special property as a move action. Okay, yes, confirmed. In that case, we'll just give her a couple of bops.
No,
Just-
not the
oh.
Stop
boss.
that dragon.
No,
Sorry,
the
another
boss.
moment here.
Stop that dragon good.
All right, good. It's set to 2 for -4. Because I can charge and attack twice. I said charge and attack twice.
Do the
Come
thing.
on.
Oh,
we
God.
we believe in you, roll 20.
Roll 20's been going slow for me this last week.
I know, the face is so glorious, isn't it, Torek?
That's a 30 and then a 36 to hit.
The 30 will miss. The 36, however, will hit for 44 sonic damage. I disapprove of the amount of damage you're doing as a group.
And
Oh,
as
oh,
it takes sonic damage from me, it gains the flat-footed condition as it resonates with my attack.
Oh no, I don't like this.
Yeah.
I have to remember what flat-footed does. Is it beyond the -2 to, or the +2
You can-
free to hit?
You can just click the button.
But I have a goblin for this sort of thing.
Flat-footed, can't take attacks of opportunity, -2 penalty to AC.
Is that it? Okay, that's fine.
Fairly certain that's it.
Did I get
Nice,
a bonus to my attack from Jacinto at all?
No, not today. Not right
Okay.
now.
Okay, I don't get another reaction. You charged and double attacked, and they are flat-footed. They're like, "Oh, you booped my snoot in a non-consensual fashion," and they rear up and they sort of start to. They can fly so far. They start to fly in a big loop away from Grar and Ava. If you would. They're going to be doing a big circle is what they're doing. Would you like to respond with aggression?
I'm sure they
Gar
would.
love some violence.
Always.
Is that even a question with this group? Would you like to respond with aggression? I guess it is now.
Well, lately, yeah.
No.
Yeah, you.
43 to hit.
34 to hit.
The 43. Those both hit. Gosh, just so much damage. I just disapprove on general principle.
47 Sonic, 61 Entropy.
I can do force, I think. Yeah.
Your weapons, I think they count as force, which means like you can affect incorporeal creatures.
Okay. That's
Plus, I
not as
think there's
interesting.
another
That's fine.
I think there's another weapon property with force as well.
It should also be mentioned I reduce any sonic resistance this guy has by 5 with all of my attacks. Or
Nice.
treat his sonic resistance as 5 lower for attacks.
Sure.
Not sure if they would have that.
That's
If so,
fine. Let's, gosh, you guys are just so freaking lethal. They're going to fly back and away. I need to see exactly how far away, because there's a spell that I would like to cast upon one of you. Not as far as I would like.
But I don't have a reaction yet. I can't
I know, it's
usurp it.
great. It's the only chance I'm going to get for this. And in fact, I think he is most offended by the betrayal of Jacinto, his and the budding bromance that was occurring. So he does a big loop, drawing the ire of Ava and Grar, and he flies down upon Jacinto, and he sort of breaks with his wings and gently reaches out and just barely touches Jacinto with the tip of his claw, as light as he can possibly do so. I do need to make a, that's the wrong spell. I decided to go for the big spell.
That's not what you want to hear.
I do need to make a
No.
melee attack against your EAC.
Oh, that's definitely not what you want to hear.
So, hey, I'll just roll this bite attack. It's not actually a bite. That's the dice I'm using.
Chop.
Yep. A 39. Well, that hits your EAC.
Oh, by a bit.
Okay, that's great. Hey, at least this isn't like Pathfinder 2e. That maybe was a critical. I don't know.
Nah, it wasn't, but I would think it's the same thing.
Sure. So they reach out and they just very delicately, just the tip of their claw, just right on your breastbone analog, just barely. You barely even realize that they touched you with their claw.
except there's a massive claw in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, it's you could see it, but I think just from touch, like if you had your eyes closed, you wouldn't even realize it. It's one creature or object. I'm choosing a creature, and on a hit, I need you to make a Fortitude saving throw.
There's the magic.
Yeah.
There it is.
There's the magic word.
You hurt his feelings, Tom.
Oh, that's an 18. I don't like that. Ooh, all right. Let me think. Yeah, I guess I don't have any recourse here. It's not mind affecting, right?
This is not.
Otherwise it would be a will save. Okay. I must accept this 18 that I have rolled.
Sure. This is an evocation spell. So what happens is he creates a tiny star in your chest.
I can't again.
This is the
That's-
Star Touch spell. They're trying to create a miniature star's core inside their target. We're saving to take half damage from 20d6 electricity and fire damage. And you fall prone because you failed.
Boo.
Well, I have good news for you. My mystical Aegis, I'm just going to say it different every time, will allow me to take half damage from this spell.
Sure.
From temporary hit points as well.
Yep.
So,
All right, so let us /roll.
hit me with that beautiful 20d6.
20d10. I might have misspoke, but it's 20d10.
You did. That's much worse. Holy
It is.
Oh,
Have you friends?
72 electricity and fire damage, and you fall prone.
okay. All right. I am prone. Man, am I prone.
And there's a
And-
tiny star that tried to jumpstart in your heart, or did jumpstart in your heart, but didn't just the reaction just failed. It didn't keep going.
If I may, because that doesn't actually get through the temporary hit points of my mystical Aegis, I think what happens here is the dragon reaches out and like tries to inject the star, and it finds purchase on the heretofore invisible shield around Jacinto, which glows brilliantly with a rainbow of light. And Jacinto definitely seems shaken by this, but he's not actually taking any stamina point damage.
Sure. So it gave you how much resistance? I'm sorry. I know it gave you 45 temporary hit points.
That was it. And half damage from spells.
Oh, I've missed the half damage from spells. Wow.
Yeah.
That was a good spell you picked, Tom.
Thank you. That's great.
Yeah. And I will
yeah.
remind you all, everybody has that spell on the deck.
Yeah.
That is a dragon killer spell. I am sad.
Well, we did plan to kill a dragon.
Sure. No. That is very fair. And that's all this poor glorious Glorifax has in him. He moved and he cast a spell.
Oh yeah.
So I don't
It's my
see him
turn.
moving on my screen. Is he still between me and Otanya?
It's theater of the mind right
It's
now.
theater of the mind. He was sitting in this building. Jacinto kind of went to the front of the group to talk to him, failed the handshake, and then Grar kind of went forward and laid into him when he realized that you all were imposters. And then Ava charged him and did an aggressive boop of the snoot. And then he flew away and did a big circle and came in sort of behind Jacinto. And Jacinto turned to watch because he was not very fast while he was doing this. He was a big, ponderous dragon. And then he went very gently to create a star inside Jacinto and failed to really hurt Jacinto at all.
Okay. Makes sense. Thank you.
And it is Lahan's turn. He's actually very, very close to you, Lahan, because I imagine you weren't standing too far away from Jacinto.
That's fine. I combat track him and fire my shiny new vortex rifle
Sure.
with 41 to hit.
That is...
Flat-footed.
Yeah. Real quick question,
Yeah, I
though.
see.
Yeah, that you're definitely hitting, but the thing is you're firing a ranged weapon.
He's flat-footed because
Oh
of
yes,
Sonic.
Yeah.
yeah. You're good. Thank you for remembering that. Wow, God, you guys are monsters.
Uh-huh.
You know, but
We were monsters 4 levels ago when you jumped before you jumped us up to level 16.
No, it's fine. I am not complaining. I'm just continually astonished by how lethal you all are. 39 sonic damage.
39 points of sonic damage. And that's it for now.
dun dun dun.
You know, you only give me one move action around. That's all I got.
I mean, Paizo gives you one move action around.
You can change the rules, Jet. You can change the rules anytime you want.
That's fine. Jacinto, what would you like to do? Someone tried to create a star in your heart.
Yeah, that was rude. So Jacinto's gonna start summoning something.
Oh no. He
And
likes his bones, Jacinto. He likes his bones.
my bones?
You have a crest eater, it liquefies bones.
Oh yeah. Oh, but that's so low level, Jet. We got to think more outside the box here. Artanya, meanwhile, is going to fly forward and furiously try to chomp this dragon.
Chomp.
Just again,
Yeah.
I love the scale.
My God, it's a 35 versus KAC.
That. God.
Artanya, you monster. that hit.
It's-
Oh, bless. If it makes you feel better, I had to roll a 16 to get that high. Artanya's to hit is very low. Please take 49 points of piercing damage.
I did.
From...
Artanya flies up and bites like the bed of his talon. And he's like, oh, and he's like just shaking his hand around, and Artanya is just like, it's like an ant when an ant bites you and it's just sticking to your skin, but it's getting
Yeah.
ragdolled around as he's like, oh.
Jacinto will look on grimly as he starts, intoning some summoning ritual, and that'll be my turn.
Grar, what would you like to do, you monster of a bear?
So I am. Am I still within 25 feet or yards or whatever?
Yeah. I mean, you weren't.
Yes.
You were very close to Jacinto, and again, he did the big circle to provoke the attack of opportunity, so that he could uninterruptedly cast a spell. And
Yeah.
then he came right back in.
So I know we have all of these like fancy new gadgets and stuff. I just want to chomp.
Sure.
So I
It's a simple bear.
with simple taste. Well, not really simple taste.
No, not anymore. No, your taste is now for dragon, I guess, but
Guessing that's a miss in the head.
That sounds problematic, like eating dolphin, right? Like dragons are intelligent enough to speak.
That is
True.
that is very much a miss and a hit, and thankfully it is the lesser amount of damage.
No, that 2 damage.
Hey, every freaking hit point counts with monsters. Ava,
where are the monsters? I see what it is. This dragon booty bumped our plant friend across the room.
he delightfully attempted to do a secret handshake with your plant companion, and your plant companion failed to deliver.
Across the...
Ava is just chasing this thing around like I'm imagining Iron Man at this point, because she can again charge and strike twice, and when she does charge, she gets to move 3 times the force pack's speed, which is a base of 80. So 240 feet. I might actually be faster than the dragon.
Sure. I mean, the dragon did a big circle. He came back around. Like, he's not very far. You could charge him.
No, I know. I'm just establishing that.
Ava could follow the dragon
Sure.
step for step.
I mean, if you want to do it like comic book style, Ava dramatically launches herself into the heavens, hits the perfect halfway point, and then arcs herself back down, accelerating even more forcefully with the help of gravity, so that she can do an aggressive boop of the snoot again.
I would say that, except for that breaks the rules of the charge. That said, I rolled 6 on the die twice for 26. I think I'm gonna miss twice.
You do in fact miss twice.
All
And
right,
it
that's
is
my turn.
Glorifax's turn. And Glorifax, as a free action, because I'm the GM and I can make the rules, hunches over and then shakes themselves. And they start glowing from within. And the blue starts falling from their scales as veins of gold spread out across their form, making them even more glorious. Their tail is tipped in a diamond. It's much like the little handhold part of a cane from like an old Victorian era, but it's its tail, and more accoutrements appear upon him. It's his Sailor Moon transformation is what's happening.
Top hat gets even.
He is having a Sailor Moon transformation.
Oh my gosh. What a strange image.
And then he's gonna lay into you. He is going to because why not? His wounds close rapidly as he Sailor Moon transforms, and then I'm just gonna have a multi-attack. Let's say Ava, because she's so aggressive and she's so uncouth. At least it's understandable with the bear. They're an animal.
Ava is pretty uncouth.
I am pretty uncouth.
All right, multi-attack. This is a bite. I'm sure a 29 will miss you.
That will miss.
All right, but I do have 2 claws. What? No, give me the Dice Roller Hero Lab. Come on, there we go.
No.
A 31 will miss, I assume.
You assume correct.
34 will probably also miss, I assume.
That will also miss.
Gosh. He's rolling the poop.
Good.
And then he spins around, pirouetting on one toenail as he lashes out with his tail at you, Ava. A 37 to hit.
EAC or KAC?
KAC.
That will actually just hit.
Lovely. Take 57 bludgeoning damage as he pirouettes dramatically on one toenail and lashes out.
I think
at
you mean 41 bludgeoning damage.
Sure.
Right?
Oh, and then he in turn
16
16
DR, and then he'll
Yeah.
take some damage as well.
Indeed. 16 points of piercing damage.
Oh, you're poking. I don't like it.
You're welcome.
Lahan, do what you will to this glorious beast.
Is the beast still flat-footed?
Was that for one turn, I believe?
No, for one round.
Yep,
one
so
round.
no longer.
All right. We're going to use the move action to make some piece of machinery blow up, provided that there's something nearby we can use as a distraction. To feign for the computers, 4 to 7.
Jeez, there's no way you fail that.
Good. Flat-footed again. Another shot. With
Stop doing that.
never. There's a 38 versus flat-footed EAC.
That super duper hits.
For 42 points of sonic damage.
Ugh. I disapprove. That's your
Notice-
actions. That's your actions.
That's my actions. Pastor.
Jacinto, what awful abomination are you summoning into this world?
First, I have to ask: is that flat-footed going to last this whole?
Yes, until the end of my next turn, the beginning of my next turn, it's
Oh.
improved.
Oh, and
Either way,
curses.
that's going to give me a window to finish this summon. Scot-free, thank you so much, Lahan. Jen, I'm so glad you asked. I am going to be summoning not one, not two, but 3 Celestial Cernox. So,
You're
3 giant wormy boys just erupt out of thin air.
You're inflicting celestial graboids upon me, Tom. How
Yes, I
dare you in
am.
the best possible way?
No. This is just Dune, I'm pretty sure. We are
Yeah.
witnessing the reemergence of Shai-Hulud, and we're going to all just need to either... I'll stop there.
Bless the vagrant water. So, yeah, these Cernox just erupt out of the ground, and for fun, Jacinto is also going to spend a golf point and activate the Song of the Spheres.
Oh no, you don't need any other advantages. You could just stop that. That's fine.
No, it's okay. So everybody has the following benefits, as I've put in chat: +1 morale bonus to attack and damage rolls, fast healing equal to 3. Energy resistance to definitely lightning and some other types, fire probably, equal to my level, and that's that. So now the Cernox they erupt into being in flanking positions around the dragon, of course, and so they're going to each take a single attack.
I disapprove, but do what
Yeah.
you will.
+2. You know what? Yeah, no. Fish for crits. So each of these is plus 3 total. 24 versus its flat-footed KAC.
No.
Super missed. All right, here I should color my own tokens actually, so we can tell who is doing what. All right, so that was red. Blue will attack. Blue's gonna take 2 attacks as well. +3 to each. 30 and a 32 versus KAC.
That's
Flat-footed.
32 hits.
Yes. Please take 25 points of piercing damage.
I do under protest. He's too glorious to suffer the damages you're inflicting upon him.
Finally, Cernok the green will also attack. Making 2 attacks, plus 3 each. Oh, I think those both hit then. 35 and 34 versus KAC. So that is 21 and 27 points of piercing, respectively.
Oh, I need to... I did forget about the Song of the Spheres. I did add the extra 3 damage.
Okay, yeah, I was adding that on as I told you the numbers, but you might have just been reading the numbers.
Yeah, I was just reading it as you were
No worries.
giving numbers.
Let's see, and Jacinto. What are my spell slots looking like right now? Yeah. No. How's a Cosmic Eddy look right now?
Cosmic Edward.
Cosmic Edward and I are on great terms. He won't turn against me. He's my 4th cousin, twice removed from a cadet branch.
Roll20 is not letting Cosmic Eddy out of his cage, so dang.
He's grown too powerful.
He's grown.
Oh no!
Flying creatures. Is this dragon flying right now or no?
He basically landed to
Okay.
poke
Then
at
I'm
you.
not going to bother with that. I think Jacinto is going to just sort of command Artania, who will also make a single attack. This is... Oh, I should turn on Song of Fears. And... Hiya! Ooh, a 32 versus flat-footed for 56 points of piercing damage.
That is a significant amount of damage.
Yeah, go my army.
Go,
and
my minions.
That's it. I have a standard action left, but I don't know what to do with it because none of my I want to save my spells. So
Cynthia pulls out
I
a
feel
pistol and just... I might get a critical.
I feel like I've done enough. That's my turn.
All right, Garor. Chomp?
Alright. Chomp? Oh, this poor dragon is just surrounded by chomps.
So much chomp, so little
Chomp,
time.
loser. You're ruining my outfit. My outfit being my body.
So, question about the Dragging Land. Is it a standard action?
It is.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Use the math. 18d6 is about 3.5 on average. That's about... No, I'm not gonna... Does not make mathematical sense. Grover reluctantly chomps.
Sometimes it's just about doing the cool thing.
Okay, but like we can't all do the cool thing. Some of us have to just like, you know, studiously deal damage to health. That's what Grow does. Yes.
Keeping that constant damage on. Counteracting the what is it in the system? Fast healing.
Fast healing, that's right.
Potentially.
Everyone has a purpose, and Grower's purpose is to counter fast healing and also chomp.
And he's very good at both.
Yes. But no, that's it for me.
Alright, 1 second.
Grower is not an ambitious bear.
So, both of those hit, and, wowzers, that hurts.
Yes.
Because flat-footed.
136 damage. Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
If it wasn't for flat-footed, it would have only one of them would have hit.
Uh-huh. A mere 67 points, but no. There's more.
Yes. Ava! Do... stuff.
Murder. I think the word you're looking for is murder.
Possibly.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Because I can't do this because it's several sizes larger than me, so I'll just have to do this instead. She does her charge again. Ooh. What happened to my good luck? I'm rolling Garbo now.
Oh no!
Ava is used to defeating foes smaller than her in the form of goblins faced with a dragon. She is a goblin to this dragon.
Yeah, she can't seem to find that chink in its scales that she hit the first time. A lot of moving around. It's making for a difficult fight for her.
Sure.
She doesn't have armor piercing like Grar does.
You all are just awful, and he's going to ascend. So that
No.
just the bottom, a bottom point on a grid is exactly 65 feet from the ground.
He's gonna provoke a lot
So
of attacks
many.
off.
I know, so many.
Oh, I hope. Are you a gambling man? Are you a gambling dragon?
I am a gambling dragon.
I want a
Alright.
hero point. I miss my hero points.
Yeah.
Each of those is +1 from me. 33, 31, and 31 versus flat-footed attack.
So I am once again going to give him one final hurrah before he falls on all of you. Because he's gonna die.
Yeah, all right.
And it's gonna be a mean final action. I will tell you that, bud. So Conrad had an entropic strike attack of opportunity. It was a 38 for 56 damage. Ava Talon, critical failed, just missed. And then, because of the flat-footed, every single Cernok, every single graboid bit successfully. And you didn't
That's
even roll Artanya's hit.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Pile on, Artanya.
You always
Okay.
call Ava a monster, but Ava's not commanding swarms of aberrations, okay?
They're adorable.
True.
These aren't aberrations. Monsters.
And Artanya also hit for... This is so much damage. It's great. I love it.
Dear listener, the art for these things is scaled massive worms with like circular like imagine like hagfish mouth.
Maz.
What it
Just
is it's an
telling me that's not an
edgelord. It's an
aberration.
edgelord graboid, is what it is.
If you
They have
played,
Maz.
if you played the Dead Sons Adventure Path in Book 6, you encountered these on the Emperor of Bones or Empire of Bones in the trash compactor scene.
So
Huh?
he
Oh yeah.
he flares his wings, launching
flashbacks.
himself to the heavens once more. And as he does so, these Cernoks bite on and start tearing rents in his massive, glorious wings. Artanya bites into that nail bed even deeper than before. Grar just starts chomping on just various bits from bizarre distances away as he bites through weird angles in reality, I guess. I don't know how his weird Vanguard abilities are explained.
Could I cinematically end this if I may?
Yes, I will allow you to cinematically end it, but just as Grar is about to end it, he looks down and once again, with all of his with a heart bigger than anyone you've ever met, he looks upon Jacinto and he's like, "You're not just physically small, you're a small person." And he kind of takes his two talons and he lines it up with your head and he kind of does this. And I
Oh
need you to
no.
I'm gonna make it. I believe I have to make a ranged attack against your EAC.
Yes, sir.
If I'm remembering correctly, I can't stop the voice.
Now you're stuck that way.
It's too fun of a voice. Does a 32 hit your EAC?
That is going to be real close. let me check my spell. Because 32 is my EAC. I have a +2 morale bonus to saving throws against spells, not AC against spells. Yes, that hits.
So I need you to now make a fortitude save, as you feel
All
a
right.
great pressure upon your skull.
This is gonna suck. I have +2 morale bonus to this save. A 25.
You do successfully make the save. Instead of taking 18d8, you take 4d8 damage.
Now, I am sorry to burst your bubble here, Jet, but the mystical Aegis says if the target succeeds at a save against a spell that normally has a partial effect on a save, the spell instead has no effect on the target.
Okay, so what it is you feel this great pressure upon your skull, and your mystical Aegis is fighting it off. And then just at the last moment, as Conrad will describe this narrative ending of this great beast, the energy crushing sort of glows a little bit, and you see like a small, like a medium-sized creature's, the equivalent to a medium-sized creature's. It's the dragon's talon, and it goes from like kind of putting pressure on your skull, and then it just kind of gently strokes your cheek and fades away. As what does Grar do? What awful thing does Grar do?
So once the dragon flies in the air, he thinks, I'm going to escape to safety, but there is no safety from Rocket Bear, as he turns on the jets and soars after this majestic beast. Like a shooting star, he just flies in one end of the dragon and out the other.
And I think I'll specify, instead of ends, maybe in the chest and out the other side, and the dragon's great heart is broken on multiple levels. And it now
I don't feel bad.
I feel sorry for you.
now it descends from the sky.
Don't try and make me feel sad about an ancient blue dragon that would have ripped us limb from limb, Jet.
Yes.
Happily, it would have enjoyed it.
Yeah, and it lands, and the space station shudders. You all scramble. You scramble because it just flew straight up.
Jacinto rolls away as he was still prone.
I'm just picturing Jacinto's little stubs going straight up and just.
Yes, exactly. Better yet, Artania probably like flies over and like scoops him up.
Possibly. And I know it's a little bit early, but that's such a good spot to like.
It really is.
And everyone's scattering, and there's just dust billowing, and it clears, and everyone's just kind of looking upon this glorious beast's corpse. And you're all just kind of looking at each other.
Well,
I'm so sorry, Torek. They murdered you.
if only I had known the secret handshake.
Yep.
Yeah. really is too bad.
Really is your fault, Tom, I say, as I start chomping on this dragon.
No.
No.
Jacinto's last action of the episode is to, fondly pet Cernox on each of their monstrous heads as they fade into motes of light.
Gosh.
Torek says that he's beautiful even in death.
I love a good
and I
dragon
think-
fight. I really do.
And I think as the dust settles, the way he has landed is such that when Jacinto sits up, his very mournful dragon face is looking at you, and the monocle falls from his face, and it rolls towards you, and as it rolls, it shrinks to be Jacinto-sized.
When you put it on, you inherit the voice.
Oh no! It's changed my voice.
It's a cursed item.
It is.
Done detect magic on this. Now I sound like that toy from Red Nose Reindeer.
I would love it if Tom would change his voice for that purpose, but it's legit. It's just a really nice monocle that's just magic enough to change size to fit its wearer.
Fair.
Jacinto puts the monocle on our Tanya. Now we have a very dapper spider.
Good.
Would you like the tiny hat too?
Also on our Tanya. It would get in the way of my flower.
Archon is a dapper spider.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
No longer a danger spider. No, a dapper spider.
I had a lot of fun with that fight. Thank you for bearing with me and his like mid-fight transformation, because you all put out damage. Like that's worse than Pathfinder 3.5 like epic level play. The amount of damage you guys put out.
Oh no, I always say it, like, monsters at this tier just need to throw another 200 to 300 hit points on them for them to get more than 2 rounds of combat.
I literally had to do that. That's what the transformation was about, and I completely improvised that whole Glorifax thing. Like, Glorifax is real. Glorifax has stats, but like his whole personality, that was me.
Good.
I couldn't tell, Jeff.
I'm very surprised.
Never would have guessed. A million years.
Guess.
What are you talking about? I'm so very serious and sad all the time. What are you talking about? All of my characters are edgelords.
I think you're confusing yourself with Lake.
Oh, shots fired.
That's trying to send Leif to the Burn Ward after Kat sent Simon.
I still don't know what Kat said. I was gone for 2 seconds.
You can go back and re-listen.
I'm gonna have to.
Can you tell me what was said so I don't have to do that? No, I'm sorry. You got viewers. My mistake.
Where is that?
I can't do the specifics. You have to see Kat do it. I can't remember. I think it's like the first 20 minutes of the show.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I was right at the beginning.
No, I don't think it even got recorded.
I think you did. I think we were live.
We were live. It was because Nick stepped away for a second, like after we had gone live.
Yeah. My Instacart order was very late that day.
Yep.
We did the recap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was during the recap. It was right at the beginning, Connor.
Okay.
I would like to thank all of you for playing with me. I have missed this game, and I have missed playing with you. The 2 months has been it sucked.
Real life is dumb.
Real life is dumb.
Lame.
Most of it's been me, so I apologize. But thank you guys. Thank Paizo for making Rise of the Rune Lords, and it didn't come up because it was all theater of the mind. But thank you, Nick, for Steve Collings' Isle of Lore status icons. They're fun and cute. What do we have happening this coming Sunday?
Oh goodness, this Sunday our scholars arrive at the Blood Salt Ruin and dig into their first big research project far away from all the support of the Megavia. Certainly nothing will go wrong.
Certainly.
And next week, Tom, are you on, or you have the thing to do, but it might be a little late?
The thing to do might be like a little late. I'm gonna reach out to them and see how long they intend for the meeting to go. Because if it's only gonna be a half hour, I should be available right at the start of the stream.
I have a dentist appointment, but it should be early enough to not be an issue, unless for some reason they decide they have to do something involving anesthetic that will just numb my mouth and make me go blah 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 and make me unintelligible.
Well, then you'll just have to play the Rune Lord who got dental surgery.
Or, I mean, who I've turned the Rune Lord into. That's about as intelligible as he sounds anyway.
The Dreadlord Gingivitis.
If anyone has any questions, comments, shoutouts, you can contact us a number of ways. The easiest one is honestly Discord. We do have a Discord server. The link should be below if you're watching us. on YouTube or when that eventually happens, and on Twitch. Also, if you're listening, it should be in the show notes if it's when it's released in podcast form. We also, wow, I say also a lot, have the nonstandardaction@gmail.com email account, so you can email us. Discord's honestly the easiest way. And on Discord is also your opportunity to give us icebreaker questions. I have gone through an inordinate amount of them, and Nick is starting to catch up in Strength of Thousands. If you would like to submit an icebreaker, you can find that on at 2 locations on our Discord channel. There is the Welcome channel, should just be right there towards the bottom. There's a link, you can click it. If you want to go to the Feedback channel, it's pinned. Super easy. That's all I have to say.
Silly question.
You have a silly question.
No, I have to ask silly questions.
Oh yes, ask silly questions. Yep.
Sorry, I derailed you. I didn't intend to.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
More of that voice, please.
I think it's time for us to say goodbye to everyone. Oh, wait. Wait. Don't do this. Don't copy this, you all. You pack of monsters. We're going to hang out in our general voice channel after the show on Discord. Another bonus for Discord. And now, it's time to say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye
to everybody.
Yes.
We go.
Take care of yourselves.